Hi everyone, this is Ela Lynn, and thanks for stopping by my channel, Everything Spiritual. This is a channel where I provide spirit-guided, intuitive tarot and oracle card readings, as well as informational videos of a spiritual nature. I'm going to do my April 12th astrology house reading, and I'm going to start with the sign of Aries. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first house that we have is the house of how others see you. So the first card we have is the Ace of Cups. So this is someone who is in love with life. They have a deep love and they have a great sense of love for themselves. So you're being seen as someone who has a great sense of love and commitment and devotion to yourself and others. Now you're also we have the ring card, and we have the whip. So in addition to this person being someone who's full of love and deep emotions, they're also in a relationship with someone. It's either marriage or an engagement with someone who's either very abusive or aggressive, or this could be a person that's very sexually kinky that you're in this relationship with. Now, the final clarifying card we have is the Crossroads. So you're viewed as someone who you have a great sense of love and deep pleasure for life. You're also someone that's very passionate. You're someone that loves life, that loves having a good time. You take very good care of yourself, and you happen to be in a relationship or a marriage with someone who may be either verbally or physically abusive, or you may be with someone who's very sexually kinky, that likes erotic sex. And you're at a position with this last card here, you're at a crossroads. So you're being seen as someone you need to decide. You're looked upon as someone that's in a situation or a relationship, and you're at the point where you're deciding if you're going to stay in the relationship or if you're going to move on. Your second house is the house of your earning abilities. It's also the house of how you value your feelings. It's the house of where it shows what you value, your feelings toward things that you value, your self-worth, your talents. Here we have the Hangman. So the Hangman card is a card of suspension. So it's someone who is stagnant. They feel stuck. So this may be someone who's in a financial situation that they're not happy with, or they're in a job that they may not be happy with, or they feel that the job is dead end. Now, the two clarifying cards you have is the first one, you have a male and a woman. Well, the first card you have a male, and he looks like a king. The diamond sign is a sign of money. So this is someone who's very well-to-do. He's financially stable. He has financial security. He has the ability to earn and make money. Fish are a sign of material wealth. Now, at the same time, you have the woman in the picture, and this is a symbol of someone at a crossroads. So you have someone who may have been stuck in a dead-end job, or may have been disappointed with the current job that they had, and decided they had to let go or walk away in order to make money. And then it's just a matter of which which road to take, which route to take, what's the best course of action to continue to be prosperous and earn money. And then the final card is the Rider. So whatever action that you're taking it very quickly regarding your finances or how people see you. So you're seen as someone who at one point you're struggling financially, and then you fixed whatever was causing you to become stuck. And now you're back in a position of earning money, and it's just a matter of deciding which path you want to take to continue to earn money. And whatever you decide to do, you're going to do it very quickly. The third house is the house of communications. It's the house of also your lower education, short journeys, and how you connect to your immediate environment, meaning your home life, your work life, or your social life. Now this card the first card we have is the 8 of Cups. Now this is a Pisces. This could be someone dealing with a Pisces, or a situation dealing with someone that's a Pisces. But this is someone who feels that they're not fulfilled. As you see, the cups are they're not being filled. Only a few are benefiting from the running down of the flow of water. So if someone is not being fulfilled, it could be unfulfillment in your immediate environment. Now, when we look at these two cards, you have the clarifiers. The 6 represents the clouds. The clouds is just a confusion. Things aren't clear. And then you have the woman that looks like she's walking towards the clouds, so she's not clear either. So regarding your connection to your immediate environment, it looks as if in your home life there may be some confusions or problems with clarity in your relationship, which this person may walk away due to that. And then you have the Tower as the final clarifier. And the Tower generally represents the building itself, some type of an institution or a establishment. And here you have the woman is held in the Tower. So in your immediate environment, there's been a separation with you and maybe your spouse or your living partner due to confusion in the relationship, and you feel unfulfilled due to the confusion and separation in your relationship. The 4th house is the house of emotional, your emotional home, your nurturing. It's where you go to receive nurturing or recharge your batteries. It's where your family roots are, your family foundation, your support system. So in this Aries 4th house, the first card we have is the Prince of Disc. And this card is about movement. The disc sign is a sign. The disc indicates revenue, cash, earning. So he's moving towards a direction. Now this is dealing with your emotional nurturing. So he's moving in a direction. What direction is all right, so he's moving. This has something to do with your family. The Moon card can indicate work, travel, or vacation. And then you have the Birds card, which also is an indication of something relocating or taking flight. So this man or someone in their fourth house, they're looking at relocating their family. They're looking to move, either relocating a new job, or you may be purchasing a new home, but you're doing it for your family. You're doing it for a marriage or a proposal or a relationship that you have. So someone's going to be moving to get either a better job or a better home, and it's all in support of an upcoming a marriage proposal or an engagement. Your fifth house is the house of love affairs. It's the house of short-term love affairs. It's also the house of self-expression and creativity. So here you have the Prince of Swords in your fifth house. So the sword suite are the sword cards, are cards that deal with thinking and processing thought processes. So the Prince of Swords is someone that has the ability to cut through to the truth. This is someone who is very transparent in their communications when it comes to their relationships. Now, although this person is transparent, they like to take gambles. They like to take risks. This is someone that may try to buy a potential partner through expensive gifts, through showing them the finer things in life. So you're trying to date someone who may be out of your league, and that's why you feel the need to buy such go overboard with the spending. You go overboard with the gifts and but this is a very beautiful person, and you want to give them the finer things in life to try to win them over. But the problem is that the fifth house is short-term love affairs. And you have the luck, the three-leaf clover here as a symbol of that. It's luck. It's going to take luck because this person is out of your league. It's a gamble. You're spending these resources, your resources, on trying to win them over, but it may not even work because the person that you're dealing with, they are something is hidden. It's something about them that you don't know, and what's hidden is the very thing that causes you to chase after them in the relationship. This person is unavailable. They're out of your league. They're you don't know all of the facts. There are things about this person that you don't know that makes them a gamble, that makes the relationship shaky. So you just proceed with caution. And again, it's the fifth house. So that's the house of short-term love affairs and romances. So the relationship was not meant to last. But you're spending a lot of money trying to win this person over, but it's not going to last. Now, your sixth house, this is the house of your career or work, health, and service. So the first card we have here is the Hierophant. So since this is the house of work, health, and service, it appears that in someone's sixth house they have a calling, or they work as some type of mentor, spiritual advisor, a counselor, or some sort of a mentor or teacher. And this person has been doing this job for a very long time. They're secure in their job as a counselor or a spiritual advisor. This can even be someone who works in a church. You see that there's a little girl here, so that means that they're working with the youth. So this could be someone who's a church youth ministry teacher, a spiritual advisor or counselor that works with the youth, but it's someone who works with young people, or it could be specifically young girls. But you're there in the role of a spiritual mentor or an advisor or teacher. And then the final clarifying card is another anchor card, which just further solidifies you're doing the job that you're very good at. You're proficient at this job, you're a professional, and you're successful at it. The 7th house is the house of friends, partnerships, marriage, and individuality. It's the house of relationships. And here we have the 8, which is the adjustments card, which in other decks is actually the justice card. Here it says adjustment, the justice card, the scales, the balance. So when it comes to your relationships, whether they're personal or professional, you need to bring balance to your relationships. And with the balance comes the hope or the opportunity for the relationship to continue to grow. So this looks like someone who has a relationship that's out of balance. Things aren't going well. But you have hope that through making proper changes, you're able to get things back on track with your relationship. And you have a hearts, so you have hope that you have hope and faith that you will bring balance back to your relationship. Now, the final clarifying card is the whip card. So this means that the relationship had problems. There could have been fighting in the relationship or disagreements. But the relationship is out of balance due to this card. And there also could have been maybe someone who has a greater sex drive or a more freaky sexual side than their partner, and that may have been the reason for the imbalance. But the good news is that the relationship, there's hope for the relationship to get back on track or to get back in balance. The 8th house is the house of secrets. It's the house of attaining that universal spiritual knowledge. It's when you go outside of yourself and you seek higher knowledge. It's also the house of shared assets. It's the house of sexual activities and inheritances. So in the 8th house, we have the death card. The death card is basically just a card of something ending so that something can be regenerated or renewed and started over. So there's some type of transformation or renewal going on in your 8th house. Now there's a communication. So whatever the transformation or renewal that's going on in the 8th house, it involves some form of communication. So if you don't have it, you're going to be receiving some type of communication. Now, if you're in a relationship, this can be communication pertaining to your shared assets that you have with the person that you're living with or that you're married to. This could also be communication regarding your you have your shared assets. It can also be regarding communications about your sex life, your sexual activity. This is a communication card, and this is the card of gossiping, chit-chatter. And then the final clarifying card is further birds, gossiping and chit-chatter. So this can also mean cheating. 3 is a crowd. So regarding your assets, there may be changes to your assets if you receive communication that maybe your spouse or partner has been unfaithful to you or has been deceiving you, and you want to go in and change your wills or change insurance policies or things of a financial nature that person would benefit from, since you know that there's been some deception going on. And that could be the regeneration. The regeneration itself could be just changing, shifting due to the other person's activities and behaviors. Your 9th house is the house of higher mindedness. It's the house of your intellectual, your framework, your expanded consciousness. It's also the house of where you take long trips. It's the house of philosophy, religion, and teaching, higher education. It's the house of where you have your career, not just a job. Now, knowing that, the first card we have here is the 3 of Swords. And this generally indicates some type of loss or sorrow. So let's see what the sorrow loss is. The first card we have is the mice, the menacing mice. And then we have the tower. And the tower can indicate an institution, the government, law. So this looks like someone's had a bad deal, a menacing deal. They've had something, some type of loss. This could be a loss of a business venture, since we're dealing with careers, or higher education, higher teaching, religious philosophies. So there's been some type of a corporate loss. And now, but there's been a loss of some sort regarding either your education. You may be a doctoral or a graduate student. You may be on a spiritual journey or spiritual quest, but you've had some type of problems that caused you a loss in the past, dealing with some type of formal establishment, maybe a partnership of some sort that you took part in. Or possibly the spiritual journey that you're currently on cost you some type of corporate or financial loss, but you're going to recover. You're going to have other opportunities to plant seeds or to change directions and be successful. So although you're currently experiencing some type of loss, you're going to be able to regroup and overcome it and continue on your path or journey. The 10th house is the house of career, reputation, and professional achievements. And here you have the 9 of Cups, and this is the happiness card. This is the card of contentment. So there's someone who is very happy with their professional career. They're very happy with their career or how they make money. Now the clarifyings for that. All right, you have the scythe here, which this is a tool that's used to remove or to chop down hay. But in this instance, it's saying that although you love your job, something or someone is going to try to take something from you. And it's dealing with your professional achievements, or maybe even your reputation or the position on the job. So you have someone possibly in the management or the upper echelon of your workplace that is trying to possibly prevent you from getting a pay raise or prevent you from taking a higher position in the company. But you just have to be strong and stand your ground. If you're due for the promotion or the advancement, do not accept them taking away from you. If you know you deserve it, you stand your ground and you fight for it. If you know you've earned that position. And then you're going to be loyal. You're going to have the loyalty of your co-workers to support you as you stand up for the position that you feel that you deserve. You've worked hard for. The 11th house is the house of joint activities with like-minded people and similar interests. Now here you have the 4 of disc, and it's in the reverse. When it's in the upright position, it shows that you have a solid foundation, you have integrity, you have a solid foundation to build upon. But when it's in the reverse, the foundation is not. It's saying that you lack integrity or direction. So we're looking at like-minded people. This would suggest that the company that you're keeping is not in your best interest. They may appear to be like-minded or in support of what you're doing, but they're actually not. They may actually be working against you. You see, they want you gone. The ship sails away or distant travel, but they want you gone. The group of people that you're hanging out with are not really on your side. They're not really for you. On the surface, it appears that you're like-minded and you have similar interests and ideas, but you don't. They want you out of the group. You see, they're menacing. They're like menacing mice. They're doing everything they can to destroy your credibility and your reputation. So you really need to consider cutting those folks out. And the last house we have is the house of karma. This is the house of basically where people get what they deserve. Whatever you put in is what you get out regarding your karmic debt. But here we have the 4 of swords, which means truce. And a truce generally means pause. Let's take a time to reflect. And this truce is when the 4 of swords also is a time of reflection. So it's a time for you to sit back and think and analyze and go over how you've lived your life, to go over your past actions. So, regarding this person's karma or results to their past actions, you have something coming to an end. An end of secrets, an end to the unknown, an end to what? The snake, deception, lies, deceit. So this would mean that someone's 12th house, their house of karma, they have good karma coming their way because they have put an end to lying and deceiving and cheating, which of course is going to affect your karma in a positive way. So guys, this has been the April 12th house astrology readings for the sign of Aries. If you found this video to be entertaining, or if it resonated with you or someone that you may know, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And until the next time, namaste.